Hi, this is BB. Um, I'm washing a few dishes, and of course she keeps bothering me. I'm thinking, I'm talking to my cat. I said we need to get some badges made, and she needs to go on Amazon and order some lanyards because we're gonna be we're gonna be supporting our local gang stalkers. I think I made a video about this before. We need to support our local gang stalkers. I mean, think about it. Since this started happening to you, right? Has there been a day where you actually got some rest? Where you actually were able to just relax and don't think of anything? Or were you always on your toes? Mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, if I don't know if I said that one before. But doesn't it has I mean, how much downtime and unproductive time have, well, I shouldn't say unproductive because unproductivity goes hand in hand with gang stalking because they're basically preventing us from being productive. The theme in this, what they do, is is for us to be basically out of commission, to be kept under a bowl, kept under a cup, like just sectioned away and from life. Why is this? What have they done? How many of us are really there? And I'm not talking about people where they feel the police is bothering them because driving while black, or they're being targeted for the color of their skin, or they're an activist, or they're outspoken, or something like that. There's different kinds of stalking or gang stalking because they're being used for different reasons. These people are being used for different reasons. There are police, like they said, the police department targets some activists, outspoken people, might have a court case. I don't know how it goes. Police brutality, that's one aspect of gang stalking. I'm talking about the few of us or the handful of us who have or are experiencing being stalked by private citizens, non-police, non-law enforcement officials, just regular people like me and you. What is their motivation? The reason why we will feel, because like it's something to do with police, is because the majority of people are saying it's because it's police, military. Yes, the weapons are military based. These are considered weapons of destruction. This voice of God, these microwaving, they're weapons of destruction. They were created to annihilate what is called maybe a common enemy of the state or the country. They were meant for warfare. They weren't meant to help people or to prolong life. Whatever in there might be, like the looking through the eyes, like you saw the cat. If I hadn't seen that, I wouldn't have believed it. But it is true. There may be other technology that's even better than that, and I believe there is. As with everything, practice makes perfect. You have somebody sitting on you, trying to get a grip on everything you see. Everything you see, eventually, it becomes like second nature. It's like any other organ. It'll start to work. They start to all. She always she wants to merge with me. I don't understand that. Why? Why? I don't know. Is there something coming up where she wants to control my speech? Because I do find myself talking in my sleep at night. I think that they're having conversations. Because I woke up a few times, not just saying random stuff or just grunting, something. Like I was actually talking in my sleep, responding to someone. Now, what happens while I'm sleeping? I don't know. What happens while I'm sleeping? I don't know. Do you find that you do that? If you do that, then there's some reason for it. I'm talking about the few, like me and you, who are in between police brutality and activism on one side, stuff like that, who are being targeted by people for personal reasons. It's what do they gain by this? What did they do something to us, or are they planning to do something to us? They're talking about these broadcasts. I'm not too, I mean, I agree that some people have these live cams, and you can find a million of them on porn sites. But these are young ladies who actually agree to do that. They will sit there, and the money will come in. Then they will, whatever they perform, they talk, they phone sex, internet sex, whatever, and then it's done. Or some of them, I believe, I'm not sure, even have sexual intercourse with their boyfriends or girlfriends for them, for somebody to watch. I don't know. But these are people who are participating of their own free will. And these are older people in this country. When I say older, they're not minors, in other words. Because in American, you have to be at least, I think, over 18, right? In my country, it's over 21. But anyway, what exactly are they looking at? What exactly do they look at? What we eat, what we wear, when we sweep our house, when we take a poop. What exactly fascinates them so? What is it? There have to be something. It just can't be just your normal humdrum life. And that's what I'm afraid of. Is where do we go? How bad does it have to get? And I'm sure it's pretty bad. It's bad as hell out there. I believe people have lost their lives. Because these people are becoming more and more ravenous. They're becoming more and more bloodthirsty. They're becoming more and more in favor of causing a lot of destruction. They want to see the carnage. They want to see the pillaging. They want to see all the misconduct and the ugliness. They want to see it, and if they can see it through our eyes, and I don't know if they're able to experience. I don't know how that works. So it's like they're getting hammered without being hammered. They're getting all the experiences of the victim or the victor without actually getting their bodies injured or putting themselves in any way to get locked up, beaten up, or go to jail. Somebody else, people like you and me, are paying the consequences for their needs, for their ugly needs, their ugly desires. It has to be something really bad. I mean, how much normalcy can these people take? What do they want to see? After about a month of seeing me do, let's just say this is what's happening. After about a month of seeing me do the same old boring crap, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to want more. They're going to want to see more. And it's young girls in their 20s, heaven forbid if they're teenagers or younger, or, they're going to want to see more. Like I mentioned, the guy, Rifkin, that's only one that I heard of. I'm sure there's a lot more, and people have been arrested, and they have been probably arrested for murder as well, or manslaughter. That was one I noticed, but I'm sure if I do a search, there'll be more. People like Rifkin, similar to Rifkin, where people were paying him, sending donations for him and his girlfriend to do stupid stuff, I guess, and just be cruel to each other. Slap her across the face. Then eventually he left her outside and she froze to death. So all these things are happening, and where do we fit into it? We are your unwilling ones. We are your unknowing ones. We are your unwitting ones. We don't know what's going on. We are being pulled into this, used and abused all the time, like if it's going out of style. These people have no respect. They have no regard. They have no morals. They have no, they treat us like cattle. I believe people who have cattle, cattle farmers, they treat the cattle better than they would treat us. We're like pieces of meat. I used to do psychic readings, I said, with someone. And they would always say they treat her like a piece of meat. Yes, they're right. It's not her, it's who they were doing it to at the time. If it was me or somebody else, they're treating her like a piece of meat. They said that they're taking away her basic human rights, basically. They're just taking away her basic human rights. They stole everything. They stole stuff that I don't know what they would do with it. My mother's personal items, my dad's personal items, my grandma's personal items, my personal items. What are they going to do with these things? Including ID cards, green cards, passports, everything. Visas, everything is gone. What are they going to do with these things? Are they selling us? What are they doing? What are they doing? They're taking away our basic human rights. What have they done to you? What have they done to you? They have no morals. They have nothing. They treat us with like the woman said, like pieces of meat. It's just like a piece of meat to them. A piece of meat to be sold to the highest bidder. I don't understand this. I don't know what happened here, what they got into. And if you see the couple, they didn't look like they were capable of these things. This is what I always say. It's like it's just weird. They didn't look like they were capable of any of this. The most I thought he might have been an abusive prick to her, but it looks like they were abusive to me and other people. And we had no idea what was going on. At least I didn't. But I just want to know is what exactly were they doing? I don't know. I know they stole everything. And then now all this spritzing and spraying and all the microwaving that's happening. But the microwaving had already started in that yard. When I felt it first, I remember the night when I felt it. It was a night or a day, I can't remember. I thought that she and I shared a bond. I thought she liked me, and I'm like a sap when it comes to love. I become this brain dead organism that just floats around like an amoeba. No thought, no rational thought in my head. So I thought that we shared a bond. And I was like, he was giving her drugs, like he made her an addict. You know, he introduced her to drugs. And when she felt it, I felt it. That's what I thought. I was calling it a bond. I had no idea this was even capable. This was actually a thing. As God is my witness, I had no idea this was a thing. I called it a bond. I thought we were so close. I am a spiritual person. So I thought spiritually we were so close that if she felt really bad, I could pick up on it. But I didn't realize it was that strong. It was that, because it was like all over me. Raw and edgy and like having those like the tummy trimmer, the belt with all the little the magnetics. I don't know, those little things, like the little things that what you would find on paddles. It's like I don't know what they call them. They're just a slight electric shock. Well, it's a battery. A slight shock, like, so what it causes is it causes you to actually flinch. And by flinching constantly, it tightens this. The end result is for the muscles in the stomach to be tightened. On a big gut, it's not going to really work, because what happens when it hits you, the goal of it is for the stomach to flinch, to tighten, because it's like a little electric shock hitting you. You will flinch, you will tighten like that, and by constantly doing that, it's supposed to tighten the stomach muscles, and to give you that six-pack eventually. To just keep it tight like that, all the time. I don't know exactly. It's like some little points, like 6 little points on the inside of the belt, and you put this gel around your tummy. You put the belt on. It comes with a little lithium battery, and it just you can control the vibrations of it, or the speed of the dot 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 dot, or dot, how you want it. It felt like there were hundreds of them inside of me, and like that's how it was going. That's how it felt. So I'm not sure what it was. I thought what I was calling some kind of bond. It's no bond. It was a physical thing they were doing. I thought she was using drugs, and I could feel it. But then again, why would I do that? It's like I was acting really irrationally too, because I don't understand. In my normal, rational, logical mind, that's not possible. I don't know why I was being so irrational. Because normally, logically, that is virtually impossible. It can't happen like that. But then again, with all that I'm seeing now, I never knew you could see through someone's eyes as well. And you can. I didn't know you could talk to someone using radio frequency. I thought you could just maybe listen to like psychics use. They log on to the frequency of the person and they can read their thoughts. But now they're actually talking to them. They're using technology to talk to people. And it exists. It's a real thing. So, it's not outside the realm of possibilities. But I was looking at this more from like a romantic, sappy type thing. People say that. Like when my husband is when there's something wrong, I can feel it. When my boyfriend, when there's something wrong, I can feel it. When my girlfriend, when she needs me, or she loves me, or she's missing me, I can feel it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. This was more of a physical nature, though. That wasn't just like a feeling. That was hurting my freaking chest all over, and my tummy, and my back, and my head, because I had constantly. I was in headache. It's like there was always some pain in my body somewhere. Always some pain in my body. My pelvis used to feel like someone took a sledgehammer and just crushed it. This is how it felt. Like it was crushed with a sledgehammer. That's how it felt. Hurting. So there's lots of things that was happening, and I didn't know. I didn't think, because you look at them and you don't know, right? You look at the people next door, you don't even know what's going on. You never think that this is what they would be into. Who thinks of stuff like this? I don't know. But anyway, this started out to be one thing on a video, but it ended up with something else. But I just wanted, to keep your eyes open and look at every different scenario and possibility of what could be happening. Is it something that they already took from you, or is it something they're planning to take from you if they get a chance to do something bad? So be careful with that.